How's it going, guys? Let's talk about bridges. Now, there are many types of bridges, but always with the bridges, the rule is make an end point, a start point, and then make the bridge. So, for example, let's get a bit of water going here, and let's say we want to make a bridge over the water, right? So the first thing we're going to want is an end point and a start point. Like I said, on bridges that are on the ground, you're just going to go right into overlay and bridges right over here. And then you're going to see the four options here. We're going to get into all of them. So small bridge at the ground, start point, end point, drag. And we've got a bridge over the water. If this is too big, I just hit Control Z and I start it closer to the water and end it. So something like this. Now, with every bridge, we're going to go into buildings, other, and we're going to find the bridge repair hut towards the top here. And on both sides of the bridge, or on one side of the bridge, or maybe you don't want it possible to repair, maybe you want it to be able to be destroyed and never repaired. So maybe you also want it only on one side. But as soon as it's next to this bridge with this overlay, it will automatically link to the bridge. So when an engineer goes in here, this bridge will be repaired. So that's the first type of bridge. Let's look at the second type of bridge. We're going to look at small concrete bridge. So it's exactly the same thing, only it's a concrete bridge instead of a wooden bridge. So you could do something like this and then continue it with a road. Remember, these are destroyable bridges. Next type of bridge we're going to talk is high bridges. Now the high bridges, the start point and end point I was talking about is much more important. So let's start by making a cliff line. So we're going to go over here and make cliff going in this direction, over here. Again, really you should be alternating with all of these to make the cliff more interesting, but I just want to get this done quickly, so I'm not doing that. And a cliff in the other side. So I got a cliff on this side and a cliff on the other side, and I want a bridge going between them. So the first thing I'm going to do is start point and end point, like I said. So if I go down over here, so this, for example, is for concrete bridges. I put the start point on one side, and then I need the end point on the other side. Of course, I need to make sure it is aligned. So I'm going to enter framework mode and hit D to flatten the terrain, and then just drag it across, put it right over here so that these parts are connecting with the cliff. And there we go. We've got the start point and end point. Then I go to high bridge, right, in the air, and I just click on the start point here, drag it to the end point here, and we have a high bridge. Don't forget, of course, to add the huts. So I'm just going to flatten out the ground here a little bit, and then go into buildings, bridge repair hut, and add the hut on both sides of this. Now there's also a water option here for the start point and end point, as you can see. So if I choose both sides, on this side it doesn't matter because we anyway don't see the water line, but on this side, of course, you would need water cliffs and have water all around to make it look good, but there is also an option for water. The exact same thing is what you're going to do for wooden bridges. It is lower down here, I believe. So there we go. Start point of a wooden bridge, right? End point of a wooden bridge right over here. And then what you're going to want to do is erase overlay. We're just going to erase this bridge that we made. And high wood bridge is the option you're looking for. And there you go. That's how you make bridges.